welcome to the Class of City Work. I'm Aviana.
I'm Kelly.
I'm Kelsey.
I'm Alma.
And I'm Samantha.
And today we're talking about the new iPhone 5, Ryan Reynolds' nuptial, and why the KKK is bringing suit against Georgia. But first, the strike in Chicago is finally over. Teachers are back at work, students are in school, and parents are happy. They compromised with Mayor Emanuel for better evaluations, better pay, and also for better benefits. Okay, so let me start by saying I feel the strike should have lasted longer because of the fact that it shows that our education system needs reform. Teachers have been whining for better pay for almost since I was in school, which was like the 90s, but don't tell anyone. So anyways, yes. So like I said, they wanted this situation to go away very quietly because it is an election season. But I think this would have been the perfect time to get their point across.
I would have to disagree because I thought it was extremely selfish for them to go on strike and like have all these kids not in school. Some of the parents didn't know where to put the kids because, I mean, they didn't have like babysitters or anything when they went to work, and I just felt like it was extremely selfish.
But
for them
they
to go on
helped
strike.
the parents. They were allowed to go to school for half a day, from 8 to 12, and they got breakfast and lunch. So I mean, they were doing their part. They just didn't learn anything. But like I said, there's not a perfect time to strike. When do we want them to strike? In the middle of summer?
Yes.
That's what I was
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
say. I mean, if
But
you
no
have
one's
a
listening in the summer.
I just feel like if you have a real issue, then you need to like find it. I mean, striking, it makes sense. It makes complete and total sense. But like, it is the third biggest school district in the entire United States. You're right in the point like that it proves that the education system needs reform. And gosh, do I ever believe that the education system needs reform? But it was just kind of ridiculous that it went on for more than a week and a half. Like, a lot of these moms can't like afford babysitters every day. And I mean, half a day, yeah, but people don't work just half a day. And so like, how are you going to get your kid to school and then home and then have a babysitter come? It's a lot of planning, and I do agree with Samantha in saying that's pretty selfish.
And how, like, I know if I missed just one day of school, I would get behind. So if it's over a week, how are the students going to be catching up, and how are they going to get the curriculum back on track? Because it doesn't seem like a long time, but in the realm of a whole curriculum, a whole week, you learn a lot. So are they going to have to make that up at the end of the year and go to school for another week? Like, what if people plan vacations then? And so that's another problem.
You
And
do
what was-
have to
I'm
think
sorry.
about standardized tests, because that's how and then that goes into how the education system is wrong and needs to be fixed. But the reality is standardized tests are what the objective is as far as what the teachers are teaching these students at the end of the year. So that does set back the curriculum, and it does set back what they have to have taught in these certain time frames by a week, and then they have to rush through that. These kids are going to end up being behind possibly. So
I mean, I
where's
think
the resolve in that?
it's lousy to have to base every evaluation on a test and just like a standardized test, because a lot of people don't learn that way, and a lot of teachers feel as though there's major pressure to just teach the test. But I mean, there's got to be some compromise there. I feel like a lot of what the teachers were complaining about, I mean, obviously the standardized test, but also the money. I mean, if you are a teacher and you're going to be a teacher, you have to realize that it's not always going to be the best pay. We are in like what is that?
An economic downturn,
An
really.
economic downturn. So it's just,
Yeah. I agree. If you knew you wanted to be a teacher like that, there's a sacrifice. Like, you know that's not the best pay. And if you're doing it for the kids and the students, then you should do it for that, not for the money.
Okay, but they were willing to do a merit-based pay system. So I mean, so if a teacher had higher evaluation, they would get better pay. But you can't really judge a teacher on whether or not their students do great on the
of course.
test.
Yeah.
So I mean, if they had enough money to do that, then they had enough money to give them raises in general.
But maybe their teaching styles could have been a little better too, like with evaluations, getting higher pay. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if they're teaching the right way, the students will learn.
But not everyone learns the same way. Like
Absolutely.
like you have the different types, like audio, listener, or whatever.
Kinetic.
Yeah. See,
Visual.
so like my teachers, lucky for me, I can learn from like hearing lectures, but some people can't. They have to learn by doing.
But that's why teachers ought to vary up what they teach, and like, you know, one day do lecture, one day do PowerPoints, one day do hands-on activities. I think that's where the education reform needs to come in, like in giving these teachers better tools so that they can teach in more like different ways, so that they can try and reach as many students as they can, and students do better. Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of children, Canada, they're always the front runner and, you know, new things and innovative technology. Anyways, they have decided to start a pole dancing class for toddlers. So now your kid no longer has to play soccer down at the rec or cheerleading or basketball. They can go twirl around a pole for an hour. So, yes, pole dancing is not my style for children at all. I think pole dancing is more of an adult thing. So I wouldn't want my child to go spin around a pole. I don't care if it is exercise, because it's not appropriate.
No, why would you even let your kid go to a pole dancing class? Like, what mother says, that's a great idea, I'm going to sign my 5-year-old daughter up for a pole dancing class?
I feel like people are just stuck in that traditional way of thinking, though. Like, I mean, change is good. I feel like it's exercise, and we don't, like, I know we think of pole dancing, we think of, like, strippers or whatever, like, obviously, but I feel like
Toppers.
I don't know. 5-year-olds, we're not going to think of them. They're not stripping. They're not, like, having, like, these grown men, like, throwing money at them or anything. Like, I don't think there's really anything wrong with that. It's exercise.
That makes sense, but in our society, that's what you think of right away. And if these girls at such a young age are trained on dancing around poles, then that's, like, what they're going to do as they get older, and it's not really acceptable.
What I want to know is, how exactly are they teaching them how to dance on the pole? Like, are they having them swing around and do all that extra stuff that strippers
I don't
do?
think they're going to teach them, like, sexual tricks or something. Like, they're 5. I don't think they're going to be wearing, like, they're going to be wearing clothes, okay? They're not going to be stripping. And I don't know. I don't think it's that bad of an idea.
Why can't they sign up for ballet or jazz or tap? You know, if you just really want them to be artsy or whatever, why does it have to be a pole? I mean, maybe if it was something other than a pole they're going down, I would be for it. But I just
that sounds weird, but okay.
I don't know. I don't know what to say. Okay. If I want to tell my mom I want to take a pole dancing class right now at 21, she's gonna be like, no.
My thing is, like, a pole though. Like, really? At the same time, it's worth noting that in Russia, there is kids as young as 7, I'll just assume they're girls. Well, let's not be sexist. Children as young as 7 were cleared to compete in the national pole dancing competition. So this has been recognized as a sport around the world.
Maybe it's just more of a stripper-esque task here in our country. Maybe they do, like, cool stuff where it's just not, like, sexual or
yeah, your minds are in the gutter. Like, I feel like it's exercise, and you're probably working a lot of muscles.
Yeah.
They have firefighter, like, poles on playgrounds.
Yes.
True.
But girls aren't. Okay. Good. Okay.
That was a really good example.
Okay.
I have a better one. If a girl is in that class and then she goes to the park and she sees that pole and she starts doing what she's learning in class, parents are going to have a problem with that. Like, why is that
But what
girl...
they're going to learn in class isn't necessarily, like, take off all your clothes.
Or, like,
spin
flipping
around
on the pole.
Like,
they're probably just spinning around on it, like, climbing up. Like,
you know, it's like
or
gymnastics,
something.
except for, like, this. It's like this.
Well, why go to class to learn how to climb a pole when you can go to the playground for free?
I mean, you could hurt yourself, like, at the playground.
Okay.
All right.
So, yeah, pole dancing. Anyways, and on to serious news. Unfortunately, the U.S. lost an ambassador due to a film. Well, not even a film, it was a trailer, a 15-minute trailer. They decided to storm our embassy, and unfortunately, he was just a life lost. So, I don't know, the question I pose is whether or not we should declare war on Libya. Because I feel like that's the next step.
No. We are in way over our heads. Like, it's really, like, a crappy situation to, like, extremes. And I just think that's the entire Middle East would be against us, because the president of Lebanon was like, by the way, continue these protests because we don't agree with like this, and this is something that we ought to demonstrate against, like this profane depiction of our prophet. And so I just think that would be the worst mistake. No.
Well, I mean, I think number one, we started this chaos because of the fact that it was posted on YouTube, we may have freedom of speech, but not every country has it. It doesn't expand across the Atlantic Ocean. It doesn't expand across the Pacific Ocean. It's only within the United States. I feel that that was our fault. But for them to react, they have the right to react to it, but they also don't have the right to kill our people.
I think the creator, well, it's worthy to note, we should probably say what the film was basically about. It portrayed, it was a trailer for the innocence of Muslims, and it portrayed Muhammad as a child molester, supposedly.
Just like a
Honestly, I didn't watch it, but
violent person, and so
yes, so that's what caused the protest, and I think the creator has to bear the consequences of her artsy little projects. And I doubt that any charges would be brought against her, but she has to live with that, regardless of freedom of speech. That's cute and all, but when you start affecting the lives of people who serve this country, I mean, that has to lie on your conscience.
Yeah. Like, it's really devastating, but it's already been done. As bad as that sounds, we can't go back and change it. And if we get into another war, it's just going to cause even more devastation that just won't be worth it for our country, especially at this time when we already are going through so much.
Well, I feel like they've already declared war. Like, because embassy land is foreign territory. No matter what country it is, it's the home country's land. So when they went across the walls, they were literally already in America, and they were attacking us. So I just believe we should just go ahead and declare it. Because the fact is, I feel like we bend over backwards for every country to not offend people. At some point, we have to draw a line in the sand and say, we are America, we have these rights, and who cares just because you don't have them and you feel offended? You can't just go do whatever you want to do.
You can't declare war on all of Libya, though, just because this group of rebels decided that it was going to be a good idea to go kill someone. You can't declare war on all the people. I saw this picture, and it was just these innocent Libyans holding up signs, and we're like, we support America. Like, this is a tragedy. We love Chris Stevens. Like, please don't, think that we're a part of this. This isn't our image. And so I think by declaring war on them, it would be so counterproductive. We are already in too many foreign wars as it is, and so like home court advantage is something we don't have. You could say that we have an embassy and that's American territory or whatever, but it's just not worth it, I don't think.
What is your view on what do you think would be solved if we did declare war? Like, what do you think are the positives of that? Just wondering.
Of declaring war?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sound cliche, but it would send a message. Because the fact is, I feel like they think America, we won't do anything. I feel like that's the message we're sending in foreign policy. We're always trying to please other countries. And it's
the time that we try to send a message that, you hit us, we hit you back. We got into the Iraq War, and we're kind of still in it, and we're still paying for that. So I don't think it's worth the lives of our men and women for this attack. And I don't like the idea that we have to go tit for tat. I hate that we lost, 4 Americans in this issue. But I hate even more almost that there's a lack of sensitivity towards other cultures, that this woman would make this trailer, this movie, for whatever reason. And again, she has to deal with that. And is that really fair to these families and to these other people? Couldn't she have made her point without portraying this figure in this way? And I think she could have, whatever point she was trying to make.
all right. We're out of time for this segment, but when we come back, we're going to talk about the 100 most endangered species.
Welcome back to Classic City Bark. My name is Alma, and I'm bringing you the latest in nerd news. Let's start off with talking about the 100 most endangered species list compiled by the World Conservation Congress in South Korea recently. 8,000 scientists contributed, and they basically made a list of the most endangered species, and it's the first of its kind, which is the really important part because you always hear about all these species being endangered or threatened, but this is like an actual list of like possible numbers of how many are left, which are most endangered, and it's created mostly to raise awareness so as not to lose the diversity that we have on this earth. So, I personally think that it's really a good thing because, well, now that you have like a concrete list, you can kind of, oh, well, I don't know about that species, but it's cool. I think we should save it, blah, 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 kind of.
I think that works too. But I will say a lot of animals on that list are nasty ones that I don't like. And I love
Are you a
animals.
hater? You're being a hater.
What
But
are
there's
the nasty
like,
ones?
there's like newts and like reptiles, and I'm not here for newts and
No.
reptiles. To
I'm
be
all about
honest,
'em.
I like the fluffy ones. And I didn't see, like a tiger on there, and that's my favorite animal.
That's because the tigers you're talking about, the Bengal tigers, already extinct. Do you want the other
They
little
are?
babies to die? Yeah. Bengal tigers,
Oh my
gone.
God.
One species. So it's kind of like, do you want this to happen?
No.
Pygmy three-toed sloth is one that's on the list.
Disgusting.
Are you kidding me?
A
Three
sloth?
toed?
Kristen Bell cried when she saw one.
They're like
cried. She cried.
Nasty. A sloth just
Do
sounds
you really want to make
nasty.
her that sad?
Yes.
Oh, your favorite animal's gone forever.
Okay,
Sorry,
Siberian
Kristen.
tiger's gone.
Those are cuter.
Bengal tiger.
Well, I think that it is sad, even though those animals are kind of gross. But it's kind of sad because we like took over the earth. You know, like they don't have places to live and stuff because we take over all the land and build subdivisions and like deer. I know where I live, they're always in our backyards and stuff because like that's their home, but we took their home. So it's sad that they're endangered. It's kind of our fault, so we should help them.
I don't think it's our fault that they're endangered because I just feel like, everything has to die one day. So, I just don't think it's our fault.
I
that we
think
need to help save them.
I think we have a part in that. I think like as humans and
We do.
I think
Okay. I have a question. How are we supposed to save these animals? Are we supposed
No,
to
Exactly.
Okay.
Are we going to force them to mate and then keep them
Yeah,
in
probably.
a cage
They do-
and release them into the wild?
they
Is
do
that
put
what
them in
we're-
like conservation groups, but then that's like a whole nother.
Because
Part of
I
it-
feel like that's you can't really force
Part of
someone
it,
to mate
yeah.
with someone.
I mean, it's the 100 top endangered species. So, like, there's maybe, 5 left of one or 100 left of another. And, I mean, not necessarily making them meet, but, or mate. Making them mate. But, I lost my train.
It's cultivating their being able to
Reproduce.
yes, because you can put them in conservation homes and release them into the wild. At the same time, when you do that, it's hard for them to know what it's like in the real world because they're in a box. They don't even have to train how to hunt or whatever. And their mom's not going to teach them because she's been in that box her whole life.
Yeah, it's like where are they gonna go if they already are endangered? If we have them reproduce, yeah, where are they gonna live? I didn't really think about that because we are overpopulated. So
I think that's the problem. Humans, we need to have strict areas where we can stay, like districts. I'm just kidding. Districts.
All right. On to technology. We have recently had the release of the Apple iPhone 5. The difference between that and the 4S would be it's longer, slimmer, lighter, with a bigger screen, more pixels, and a smaller dock, which is something that a lot of people are pretty PO'd about because, they're like, I don't want to buy a new adapter. But it's been getting a lot of sales, actually around 2 million pre-orders, which is too much for companies like AT&T and Verizon to handle. So they have almost had to postpone the release date. And so a lot of people who are expecting their iPhones in the near future may have had to wait a little bit longer.
that's fine with me because I'm on AT&T and I don't want that to affect my coverage and how fast my internet goes and my text messaging and my phone calls. So I don't care. But I will say, I love Apple products. I'm a bit of an Apple snob, and I'm excited about the iPhone 5.
Personally, I think it's a waste of money.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to get an iPhone 6, iPhone 7, and then we just got an upgrade with the iPhone 4 that does the same thing,
Yesterday.
basically.
Yeah, it's just a bigger screen. Oh, like it's probably gonna crack anyways
Yeah.
because everyone
I
drops
mean,
them.
but with like the technology, like if you're able to do it, you might as well do it so like maybe 4 people can buy it, but still it's an advance.
Yeah,
And
it's
it'll
great for
lead
them,
to-
but
to
like
bigger and better things.
I wouldn't
or
buy it
something.
Yeah.
because it's the same thing pretty much, just a clearer picture. Like, but I'm not like, oh, I can't see it so blurry. It looks perfect to me. So
I think it's just a waste of money. And, too, like you said, they have to buy another, like, adapter.
That's
Okay,
something
that's the
I
question
don't
I had.
like.
Does it
They
not
just want
come
more
with an
money from us.
adapter?
It was going to supposedly,
like-
but they took that off of like the leaked information because it doesn't. You have to buy a new adapter.
$30.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have to buy
So
the
that's what
phone.
upsets
And
me.
it's, okay, so I'm trying to imagine what's in the box: a phone and a
The new
manual?
earbuds. There are new earbuds
Yeah,
with the
that's
iPhone
true.
that has better sound, which I do like. But I do not have a smartphone, and when my upgrade comes, I'm getting a 4S. So I don't.
you're not getting
But
the
the thing
five.
So you're not
No,
getting the
but
5.
because it's too much. I do agree with that. But I still like Apple products. So I was excited about the
I
announcement
actually
of the
hate
iPhone.
Apple products.
I like them, but
I hate them. It's
They're
a
very
big
easy
waste.
to
No, I was
use.
MP3 player, no iPod. I have a BlackBerry, no iPhone, and I have a laptop, which was one of them is HP, the other one is Acer, so no MacBook. I mean, I don't see. I feel like Apple products, they're more of a pop culture thing. It's because everyone else has one, I have to get one. It's not because they're a good product and this is what I like.
I think, and also like you said, the update. Yeah, it's the same thing. And actually, my phone has frozen and turned off 3 times since I updated it yesterday.
Oh, with the
Wait.
iOS 6?
Yes. So I don't know
Missing
if it's that
Google
great of a
Maps.
thing. So
But
Shouldn't
but what you were saying about like it being a waste of money, I mean, people that want it and can afford it, go for it.
Mhm.
But it makes everything else a little bit cheaper. So like if you if you get a plan with AT&T, you can get the 4, not 4S, but you can get the 4 for free.
Ooh.
That's a deal. That's why you want the iPhone.
I mean, are they really
5.
worth it though? iPhones.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, they really
Okay.
are.
It's
Because
my
they're-
child.
There are so many things that are made exclusively for iPhones, and I mean, yes, there's the Droid operating systems and the Droid phones, but there's something about an Apple product, and
Yeah.
yes, it's a pop culture thing, but who cares?
Yeah,
She's
no, it
all
really
about
is
it.
easier to use. Like, everything is so organized on your iPhone. You know where it is. You can put it wherever you want. And I feel like on the Droids and whatever, like they're pretty much the same thing, but there's just something that's more confusing and it's just nicer.
I don't know. I can't talk about Droid, but Blackberries, you can move the icons around, and you can download apps. So
All right, well, that's all I've got for science and technology. Up next, Samantha will talk about the shocking news about UK's favorite duchess.
Welcome back to Classic City Bark. I'm Samantha, and I'm bringing you Is It Right to Fight? So today we have French Magazine has been fined for publishing topless photos of Kate Middleton, and they've also been ordered not to distribute, the magazine online or on print.
So the royal family likes to get nude.
Apparently.
If you think about it though, isn't it like less scandalous in Europe to like be topless? Like beaches, they just walk around, but here we're like, oh my gosh. So maybe it's not as big of a deal to them as it is to us.
Okay,
but
but-
she is the prince.
Yeah,
they
so-
ordered them not to print the story though. They did the same thing with Harry in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They ordered them not to print the photos of him bending over. I don't know what he was doing, some girl. I don't know. But we printed them in America because we have freedom of speech. So
Well, just because they ordered them not to print it, is that like a legal thing, or is it just like a formality thing because they are
Special.
royals?
They're special.
but they're more of figureheads. They're not like really involved in government.
Yeah.
So
I think they have all right to do that, to find the magazine and order them not to, distribute the magazine because she was on a private property, you know, she was in a private property, and I just feel like that's just wrong. Like, she wasn't doing anything wrong, like, that was her husband, she was just topless, but she was in a private property.
Yeah, it's kind of violating her privacy.
Exactly.
The same thing would happen with like a famous person in America, but I think it's because they are the royal family, so there's an air of a certain, a level of class or way that they are supposed to carry themselves. So yes, she was just sunbathing, and yes, like to not to have blonde, she took her top off, but
Okay.
there's like
So punctual.
there's a thing that you have to like kind of balance. Like, yes, she was on private property, but yes, you know that you are famous and that you have these people following you, taking pictures. So it's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Kate Middleton. I think she's great, but I think she's overrated. I think everyone getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch her wedding. I was up then, but
I watched it.
I don't
You were
know
watching
why.
it.
It was
I
really
was watching
long.
it. But it wasn't interesting. It was just like, oh, she's so pretty. I want to be her. And like, that's fine, but it's a little too much for me, I think.
I just think people need to leave them alone. Like, just respect their privacy.
It won't happen.
Leave Kate Middleton alone.
That's just the whole world. We're just obsessed with celebrities, even though they're just people like us. But I do agree with what you said. She knows that she is in the public eye. She's one of the most known people in the entire world. So you should probably not expose yourself in public.
Because, I mean, we have tanning beds now. So if you really didn't want mine, you could just lay in a tanning bed in your own private home and not worry about it.
Or there are measures you can take as a famous person. You can go to secluded locations. You can have security doing X, Y, and Z. I'm sure she has the resources to do that.
I mean, I think that's what the whole scandal was about, though, because she was on private property and it wasn't supposed to be taken, and it was printed anyway. She was just like, I can't believe you did that to me. Like, you violated my privacy, so I'm going to sue you for everything you got.
Okay, well, moving on to KKK suing Georgia for rejecting their decision not adopting a highway. How do y'all feel about that?
Well, I am not in support of the KKK. I think it's an awful organization, but I feel like they wanted to do something to help out the public and to clean up trash. So I feel like we let other organizations adopt highways and put signs that, they adopted this and whatever. So they should have the right to do that. Just because not everyone agrees with their beliefs in their organization doesn't give us the right to deny them of wanting to help. But maybe they did just want to cause drama, but...
Yeah. Because, I mean, what if someone black drives down that strip of highway? Are they going to stop them? As the KKK, be like, oh, you can't drive on our highway because it's ours. To me, I don't know why they would want to adopt a highway. Normally, organizations...
They just want to pick up trash. Be my guest. But I just feel like maybe there are ulterior motives, but it's the KKK, they're sketch. But at the same time, the American, what was it called?
Civil Liberties Union.
American Civil Liberties Union defended them, and they defend a lot of different civil rights cases. Therefore, they're just like, we don't agree with them either. But, if they want to clean up, they want to clean up.
No, I'm glad Georgia shot them down because if they would have passed that and people would have saw that, KKK, the highway, whatever, that shows that Georgia supports them, I feel like, supports their idea and, what they stand for.
Spokesman for Governor Nathan Deal said that a state road sign with KKK on it would betray the values of the state and that it would offend most Georgians. I'm a Georgian. I would be offended.
Yeah, I agree with that, but we do have laws that say you're allowed to, express any beliefs that you have. So I do believe that it would offend a ton of people, but then we have in our Constitution that you're allowed to say whatever you want. Like, we let people burn our flag, and you can't do anything about that. So there's just so many things that overlap. Why do we let people have freedom of speech then if we're going to deny it in other areas? So.
Well, I think when it becomes something where it can disrupt, public peace.
Mhm.
That's partially why it was struck down, and also because it looks bad on our state. We
Mhm.
still have an image to maintain, and being a southern state, we already have lots of other bad things going for us to the rest of
Yeah.
the country. That's not a good look for Georgia.
I mean, Georgia is in the South, and so it's not very progressive, I guess, to put something up from the past and just like incite those bad memories that people who have lived in Georgia. It's like, oh yeah, the KKK, they used to be a big thing, and I watched this documentary in class, and it was frightening. Just
Mhm.
like, I mean, they're not a big player now. There's only like 5,000 members,
Oh.
but
Yeah.
still.
They're recruiting more members. Kind of reminds me of the story. In South Carolina, they mailed a pamphlet to a black man. So, so apparently they don't see color. I'm just saying. If they mailed it to a black man.
Does anyone think, though, that they are kind of violating the law by doing it, even though it would cause some uproar, but it is still kind of violating their freedom of speech rights?
I think public image and public peace trumps their want to clean up trash on the road.
But do you think that the law is being violated?
No,
I
not
mean,
at all.
okay, I get what you're saying, and I
Yeah.
agree completely with you. I feel like it is being violated.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, my values are overriding that common sense mechanism and saying
Yeah.
it's wrong. And I do not want to see a sign that says, I'm not going to say the name, on it. Because, I don't know, to me, I just find them very offensive.
Of course.
Extremely offensive.
So, I mean, I don't want to see one. If I ever see a white hood, I'm just going to run. Like, there is no tomorrow.
Yeah, the fact that they still can invoke that in a person says something. So if you could just see the name and you're driving down the highway, or like if you have tourists coming in and they're driving down the highway, they're going to be like, oh, yours just looked what we
Just
thought
like
it was.
we thought it was.
Yeah, I mean.
So should we not allow them to even be an organization?
I mean,
Well,
the
you
fact
can-
is you can try, and they have, like, they've brought cases that basically brought down the KKK, but, like, the fact is they're never going away. They're too into their white supremacy, And it's,
Although they deny that that's their
Of course
they
agenda.
deny it.
They're just
They're
like,
not, yeah.
actually, there's, like, groups that promote blacks, and so we're just promoting whites. And I'm like, well, you hate everyone.
I don't know. Maybe we can compromise and make like some back dirty county road.
I feel like that'd be
I have a lot of
scary.
them in my town.
If you're gonna clean a road, you might as well clean like some streets where everyone can see what you are doing. So if you step out of line, we will get you.
Because I mean, I don't even think the sign would survive.
No.
People would just tear it down immediately.
And that's breaking a law too.
Okay, well, that's all we have for this segment, Is It Right to Fight? And up next, we're going to have Kelly talking about cigarettes and organic foods.
Hi, and welcome back to Classic City Bark. I'm Kelly, and in the world of wellness, today we're going to be discussing cigarette smoking. It's obvious that is a prevalent aspect in our society, but it seems like almost it's even greater on college campuses, especially here at University of Georgia. It seems like walking to class, going downtown, you're always going to pass someone who's smoking, and it's usually a student. So there's hundreds of schools in the nation that actually ban smoking completely. It's a clean air environment, and there's talk that maybe we should join that as well. So
My thing is, drugs are also illegal, and that's like an enforced rule. Just because they make this rule doesn't mean they're going to enforce it, but if they do, are people still going to smoke? Yes, because it's an addiction, and what they'll do instead is they'll just smuggle it. And yes, it's hard to hide, cigarette smoke, but you also smoke weed, and that has a very distinct smell. And I have walked past various parts of campus where I've smelled weed smoke.
North Campus, LaCon Hall. I
do you
smell
guys
it every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9:05. I'm just saying.
do you guys have a problem? I know I do. Walking to class, I feel like I have the right to breathe fresh air, and when I walk past people blowing smoke in my face, I feel like that's not right, and that I shouldn't have to breathe that in. Like, I can't escape it, I can't be like, move, get out of my way.
I think
I could, but
I think for the most part, people really do keep it in one centralized area. I don't ever smell it, like walking through Tate or walking past major buildings. I mean, yes, maybe around Park Hall, probably on like the second floor of the SLC, but they're like on the benches. You know, sometimes you just need a cigarette and chill out, and then I don't think it's the biggest problem
Yeah.
in the whole world.
What about the rule of you have to be 30 feet from the doorway, or else you are supposed to get a ticket? I have never seen that enforced. I know, especially at the dorms, there would always be people right outside smoking, and that's supposed to be illegal, but it's never been enforced.
I think that would be hard to do because buildings are so close together, and I don't know what 30 feet looks like, to be honest. And if you are 30 feet from the door of one building, you might be less than 30 feet from the door of another. So I think that makes sense why that's not enforced. That's just like legalistic stuff for people who are complaining about it. For me, I think it's rude to blow smoke in someone's face if you see them walking, just period. But do I really mind the smoking? No, because I'm like passing and then I'm done. I don't like the smell of menthol smoke though. It's just nasty. But, I mean,
I also think it's an issue of manpower too. Like they can't station a cop within 30 feet of every door and be like, hey, you're smoking, now I have to write a ticket. I mean, people barely get tickets for jaywalking right now.
Actually,
No, I saw like two like last week.
Really?
Yeah.
I have
I'm, like,
yet to
scared
see
to
one.
everyone
now.
tweeted about it, and they were like, "Oh, guess what I just saw? You won't actually believe this one." And it was
weird.
someone
So I
got
guess they
ticketed
do.
for jaywalking.
Another fun fact, an article said that 1/3 of college students smoke, whether it's every day or if it's casual smoking when they're drinking, which I know is very prevalent here as well. It feels like when people go out, they feel like they have to smoke a cigarette to fit in and be cool. And then a study showed that even if you just smoke like twice on a weekend or something, it does affect your blood flow and does cause health effects to you. So that is not good.
well, then you always hear stories about like, older folks now or whatever who have tried smoking once and like they found out they didn't like it, or if they do like it and they quit or whatever. And I think when you talk about what's in a cigarette, of course it's going to do damage, at least, if you take one, I'm not going to say a hit, but smoke a little whatever.
Puff.
Yeah, a puff.
A drag.
But
I
I
don't know the
mean,
lingo.
I think people are aware of the consequences. If you do it because of peer pressure or social smoking or whatever, you're still aware of what it's doing to your body. If you're doing it because it's an addiction, you're still aware of it. But it comes down to your personal choice and accepting the consequences and making that choice.
I agree. I don't think we should create any laws enforcing, like, you can't have a cigarette or anything. The truth of the matter is, you're an adult. All we can do is give them the information and hope that they make the right decision.
I feel there was a study because of the not really a study, but the tax that they put on cigarettes, it's like $1 something, that actually decreased a lot of the smoking rates, especially in people that, like us, who are kind of broke. And so, I mean, yeah, 1/3 of college, like, people will smoke, but if you say it's like, oh, a cigarette downtown, or that you bum from someone, like, I don't know where I was going with this, but I just think you have to look at the full picture, and smoking has actually decreased dramatically because of the tax that is on smoking for health reasons.
Well, in that idea of prices, there has been studies about organic foods, and obviously they're more expensive than conventional foods, but studies have shown that they're really not that much healthier for you, and they do contain less pesticides and bacteria, but for things such as meat, when you cook the meat, the bacteria dies anyways, so why would you pay that extra money when you're going to eat the same thing? And things such as fruit, they were saying an organic peach is not going to be healthier if it's not ripe yet. A ripened conventional peach is going to have more vitamins for you. So it just depends on all these different aspects, and is the money really worth it?
As far as I'm concerned, it's not. I think the whole organic craze was just like a fad, and it was helpful for, those industries and those markets to make more money. and I think it was known for a long time that the benefits didn't really outweigh, didn't make an excuse for the prices. It was just a marketing thing, and once you have that organic label on there, that gives you leeway to mark the prices up, and because of its popularity, you get more sales. Even there was some debate about just because the organic label's on it, is it really truly organic?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like organic. I never bought it for the nutritional value anyways. I bought it because of the fact that the pesticides and stuff because truth of the matter is I feel like our foods have a lot more toxins in them than they did a long time ago. Because even now, apparently rice has arsenic in it, and you have to moderate that. And I was just like, it's getting ridiculous, like what you have to watch out for in food. Because these are supposed to be like fresh produce and fresh like vegetables and fruits, and you're just like, oh, can't buy that because I may get lead poisoning. So to me, that's what I was more concerned about. It wasn't about the nutritional value, even though that got confused with a lot of people. Because I feel like as like a society, like for example, gluten-free, most people take that meaning it's healthier or it's low fat or something, and it's not. It just means it doesn't have that protein. You still get the same amount of like calories and like other things. It's just you're missing the protein from the bread itself.
Well, that wraps that up. Next we'll be with Kelsey. She'll be discussing the new upcoming feature film, Trouble with the Curve, that was actually filmed here in Athens, so stay tuned.
Welcome back to Classic City Bark. I'm Kelsey, and I'm bringing you Tinseltown news. First up, we have talk about Trouble with a Curve. It's a new movie coming out, and that was shot partially here in Athens, starring Clint Eastwood, Justin Timberlake, and Amy Adams. Exciting stuff.
Also, just to add to that, I gotta give some promo to some people I know in the movie. Ryan Williams, Chandler Brown, and Julia Walters. The two guys are on the baseball team. They have scenes with Clint Eastwood and Justin Timberlake, which is so cool.
Nice.
And then the little girl, Julia, plays younger Amy Adams.
Cool.
So, just a fun fact. Watch out for them.
Well, I won't be going to see it. Okay, it was filmed in Athens, and I love Athens, and I'm going to support that, but I'm just going to support it from the Red Box. Because it didn't look that good.
That's right.
It really
That's
did look
right.
good.
I think
Amy
it's great.
Adams. She doesn't play riveting
She
roles.
was good and enchanted, but then I watched Julie and Julia, and I was so disappointed.
Leap
Waste
year.
of my time.
That was a disappointment.
Well, Clint's always good.
When he's not talking to an invisible chair.
Invisible chair,
Invisible Obama, whatever. My thing is, Justin Timberlake is good in comedies, on these little SNL sketches. Those are cute, those are funny. But I saw in time, yes, I did like that movie, but his acting I just saw Justin Timberlake in the movie. I did not see his character.
I'm guessing you didn't like him in The Social Network either.
I didn't even see that.
I think he's great.
Oh.
I didn't like him in Time, though. I don't think Justin Timberlake should be an actor. I'm just saying.
I think he's really good, actually. I don't know why. I think he plays his characters spot on, and I don't see him as Justin, like, when I watch him. I think he's great.
I think he masters the being able to be like a singer and taken seriously there, but also being able to be like a serious actor. Because a lot of people try that like crossover thing. Like every Disney star decided at some point they were a singer actually, and so they start that career. But it's like I don't see it that way. But I feel like he, with SNL especially, has like brought the two together and then just like.
Well, I think that's cool because that's comedy. When you start getting into serious work, I don't believe it.
I mean, you have to give him a chance. I think he's a good actor. Like, it takes time, too.
And
Like
there's
a transition.
Yeah.
There's
acting,
so-
you have to learn.
so
Yeah.
many actors to choose from, so the fact that he gets the roles shows something too. Because he is very well known, but there's a lot of other very well known actors his age with his kind of look that are very attractive. So,
Like Ryan Reynolds, because he can actually act.
see, I think Justin's better.
I think Ryan Reynolds is better. I remember him from Two Guys and a Girl.
Really?
That sitcom was really good.
Well, I hope you don't have a crush on him or anything because he's off the market, ladies. He got married to Blake Lively.
In Charleston.
Yes.
All right, South Carolina, my hometown.
It's actually, okay, shout out to Charleston. It's filmed, well, where some of the scenes of The Notebook were filmed, that's where they got married. So that's really sweet and romantic. I liked him with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, I liked him single.
Yeah.
Single, he was so much fun.
Well, that too. I don't think. I hate to be
Okay.
pessimistic, but I don't give him
That's
very
who
long.
shouldn't be in serious roles. Ryan Reynolds.
Mhm.
He's horrible in like serious roles,
Mhm.
but like comedies, like The Proposal, he's
Cute.
great.
That movie.
Well,
Like,
I just-
everyone loves it, but I don't like it.
You don't like
I don't like it.
I
It
love
was cute.
Sandra Bullock is hilarious, especially
She's
Just
girl.
the dancing scene, and then every time else, I'm just
and
like,
the
I
blanket
can't.
when she's like, "You might want to take care of that." It's kind of funny.
I just gotta say that Blake Lively and Ron Reynolds are probably the most beautiful couple that I've ever seen. But yeah, it was kind of quick. Who knows if it'll last? But they're pretty. So
I mean, I don't give them very long,
Yeah, I don't.
but
either.
it was cute. And Forrest Welch from Florence and the Machine performed, so that was cute too.
That's cute.
So it was all just cute. It's no-
well, we don't know
No
their
substance.
love. Maybe it is very passionate and
They didn't date for very long though, so that makes me question.
So
They
look
just
at
knew.
Chloe and Lamar.
okay.
I
They're
love
still going
them.
strong, me too.
They-
I like Chloe and Lamar.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Well, we like them, but it doesn't seem like we like Blake and
I like.
I like them too.
Ryan,
I don't.
okay.
like
I
them.
don't care.
and some people don't care, but you know what?
We will see.
We will, and I don't hold very much faith
a
in them.
hater.
Well,
I
you
don't
got to
either.
think about it too. It's got to be a lot harder to maintain a relationship when you have people following you everywhere you go and taking
Wait,
pictures.
who follows them?
Everybody.
I'm just no. I'm being
Blake
serious.
Lively and Ryan
Who
Reynolds.
would follow them? When I'm thinking, really?
They were seen like
She's
comedians.
on
That's how
Gossip-
we knew they were together.
She was on Gossip Girl. That is
She
not.
is. She's in a lot
that
of
is not
movies.
top-notch television.
She's
It's
in
not.
movies
It's
now.
really
It's
bad.
really
But
bad.
teens tune into crap. That's
She-
why y'all go see Justin
Sexy
Timberlake.
time.
Because she wants most of the series of how she wants, what's his name, Nate?
You guys are just hating.
And then
You
she
watched
goes from
the
Nate to
entire
Chuck, and it's
thing.
just like, dude, get it together.
I haven't even seen Gossip Girl.
I watched
it
it.
is
I
kind of
think-
corny.
I
but-
think Blake Lively's acting was crap in The Town, and
I agree. But I like the town. But I also think she was too young for Ben Affleck.
I also get Blake and Ben Affleck and Ryan Reynolds confused, but it doesn't matter.
I wish them the
Why?
best of luck.
Well, that's sweet. I do too. I just
will
don't. I just don't
pray
think
for
they're
them.
gonna like.
Because they're going to need it.
Everybody
I'm so
probably needs
mean.
it.
I'm not.
Even still, that's all I've got for Tinseltown Talk, and we're out of time for the bark. But thanks so much for tuning in, and come back next week on Classic City Bark, where our bark is worse than our bite.